Okay, now that you've got your filter tank set up, we're going to go ahead and put it all together. I've put the pump and filter like this just to make it easier for me to show you how to do it. Inside your skimmer box, you receive this white fitting. This white fitting goes on this port here. It's called the waste. But before we do that, let's just go over the Teflon tape. Put a little Teflon tape on all of the fittings on the threaded portion before you put it into the port. Just maybe 2 wraps is probably all you need. Snap it off and thread it in. This is going to be for the backwash hose, which is this hose here. First, let's assemble the skimmer. We're going to take one of these black fittings, again, put our Teflon tape on the threaded portion, insert it into there. Then we're going to take another one of our fittings and Teflon tape, and we're going to put it on this end of the pump. Now you might have noticed I've taken a bit of the Tiger Flex hose and cut a short piece off. Next we're going to take our shutoff valves, get some PVC glue, put some glue on the inside and some glue on the tube itself. Put them together and twist it as you put it in. That way you're going to get better coverage and a better seal. This goes onto the pump. Now, before I do that, I mentioned it's difficult to get the fitting into the Tiger Flex hose. So what you might want to do is have a bucket of hot water standing by, and you can just put the end of the hose into the hot water for about a minute, and that will soften it up enough that you can get the fitting into the hose. All right, so that goes on there. This portion of the Tiger Flex hose goes on the bottom of the skimmer. And then it also goes in here. You're going to glue the tube, glue the fitting, and insert it. So that's that. Next, we're going to install the short pipe that came in the filter box. You're going to take this fitting here that came in the filter box, Teflon tape, put it on the port that says pump. Again, you're using your Teflon tape. Okay. Now we're going to take the other fitting that came with the filter tank, and it goes on the top of the pump. Again, using Teflon tape. One thing I didn't mention, which I should, it's easier to put the clamp on the hose before you put the hose on the fitting. So that goes on there. Another clamp. That goes on here. Tighten your clamps. Next, the last one, Teflon tape. This one goes into the return on the dial valve. Then you take your last hose here. Again, put your clamp on. It clamps onto that fitting. And then this end of the hose goes on the return on the board. And that is it. One thing you might want to consider, if your cord on your pump isn't long enough, you would need an extension cord. Make sure that the extension cord is at least a 14 gauge. That way it won't overload the pump and burn it out. So that's it. Thank you again for purchasing your Tempest pool, and happy swimming.